We are the team made up of Rosa Wicap, Lluvia Paredes, and Emilia Rosa. We elaborate this presentation for subject of English putting for participate some grammatical tenses learned in the class. Belong the videos.
Hi Elder, I ask you some questions.
Yes, you can ask me some questions.
What word have you learned in Spanish?
I have learned lots of words in Spanish, like hello, goodbye, but in Spanish, obviously.
Why did you come to Mexico?
I came to Mexico to serve the Lord and teach the people about Jesus Christ. Also, I've always been interested to know what Mexico is like.
Thank you. What kind of food have you enjoyed more in Mexico?
I've enjoyed panuchos, the cochanita. There's some pastas that are really good, and the pizza is really interesting.
If you come back to Mexico, what would be the reason?
There would be multiple reasons. One, I've come to know a lot of people. Also, I love the culture, and I hope to find my exaltation.
Have you visited in Mexico?
I have visited Peto, Entrevista, just a bunch of cities really. I've not gone to any big cultural places like pyramids, but I'm going to return to visit those places.
Thank you.
Hi.
Ask you some questions.
Okay.
Why did you come to Mexico?
Why did I come to Mexico? Because I am retired and I wanted to work in the church.
What word have you learned in Spanish?
Okay. What did I? Okay, you'll have to repeat that.
What word have you learned in Spanish?
Okay. What words
Words.
have you learned in Spanish? Well, when I got here in Mexico, I didn't know a lot of Spanish, so I've learned a lot of words, like alma, todos de los palabras, a lot of words in Spanish for the church. So, and I work with the missionaries also, and I work in the temple here in Mexico.
Thank you. What kind of food have you enjoyed?
What kind of food have you enjoyed more in Mexico? Actually, I've enjoyed most of the food here in Mérida. Mérida is different from Mexico City. The food is different aquí because you have more of the influence of the Mayan culture in the food here. And it's different than Mexico City or other parts of Mexico.
In Mérida?
In Mérida, you have the influence of the Mayan culture. There's a lot of Mayan culture here, and the food is different. For instance, the tamales here are wrapped in banana leaves, and in Mexico, they're wrapped in corn, and the texture is different, and they taste different.
What places have you visited in Mexico?
I was in Mexico City, and I went to the Teotihuacan, the Aztec ruins. I went to Pachuca because I had a daughter that went on a mission to Pachuca. So, and then I visited a lot of different of the ancient ruins here for the Mayan culture also.
And what places have you visited in Yucatan?
Well, I visited the beaches aquí, or the beaches here, and the ancient ruin Uxmal, Chichen Itza, Disimbil, Chantun, a lot of different ruins here.
Okay. If you come back to Mexico, what would be the reason?
The people are really friendly. I love the culture, and I really like the food. It's healthier. The food is healthier here for you than in the United States.
Could you two answer some questions?
Yes, sí.
Why did you come to Mexico?
To buy a casa and medical care.
What words have you learned in Spanish?
Paquito. Hola. Adios, casa. Paquito.
What king to food have you been leaking more to Mexico?
Rice and beans.
Which place have you visited from Mexico?
Oh. We went to the cenotes. Yes, very nice. And Progreso, the beach, beautiful. Beautiful.
If you come back Mexico, what you want the reason?
Because the people are so beautiful.
Students of the SEAC High School, and we want to a little about your visit in Mexico. Call you to answer some questions?
Yes.
Okay. Why did you come to the Mexico?
Why?
Uh,
What? I'm sorry, did you say why?
did you come to the Mexico?
Why did I come to Mexico?
Mexico.
Oh, because for two reasons. I like living in another culture, in a place where people speak Spanish, and also because it's very cold where I live in the winter. So,
Okay. What word have you learned in Spanish? Usted habla mucho español, pero ¿nos podría hablar un poquitito?
oh, claro que sí. Ahora quieren.
No, solo era para que vean cómo los americanos empiezan con el acento en español.
Oh, I should speak in English now? Yes. And say how I learned Spanish? No. No. Digo, ¿cómo aprendí español? ¿Qué? Oh, ok. Aprendí español acá y en Cuba. Y porque I learned Spanish here and in Cuba. And most of my friends are Mexican. So I speak Spanish most of the time while I'm here.
Okay. What place have you visited for Mexico?
I've been to Mexico City. I've been to Chiapas. My closest friend lives in Tuxtla Gutierrez, or her family does. I've been to Oaxaca. I've been to most of the beaches, Guanajuato.
Okay. Okay. This is all. Thank you very much for attention.
You're welcome.
Why did you come to the Mexico?
When?
Why?
Why? Well, I moved here when I was 8 years old. My dad was offered a job here, So I've lived here since 1992. It's because my parents moved us here.
Okay. What word have you learned in Spanish?
I speak fluent Spanish because I've been here since I was a child.
Okay. What kind to the food have you been liking more to Mexico?
What kind of food?
Sí.
I love frijol con porco and pork chook. Like I grew up here, so you know what I mean. Like I can cook like all the Mexican food and everything, and but I think frijol con porco is my favorite Yucatecan dish.
Okay. What places have you visited for Mexico?
Not as much as I should, but I've been all over the Yucatan. I took the train to Chiapas when the train still existed 20 years ago. Mexico City, Puebla, Guanajuato, you know, so I've done some traveling.
Okay. If you come back Mexico, what will have to reason?
Well, I live here permanently, so I'm not going anywhere. I actually own a business that helps other people move here. So I bring gringos, I bring people down here and help them find houses and everything, so I would never leave.
Okay. This is all. Thank you very much for attention.
You're very welcome.
Gracias. Gracias.
No, that's
We want to learn about you visiting Mexico.
Yes.
Why did you come to the Mexico?
Actually, I was looking for a place to live so that I don't have to live in the U.S. right now.
What word have you learned in Spanish?
What words? Yo hablo un poco español, pero no es suficiente para, ¿cómo se dice? Perfecto.
Perfecto.
Sí. Pero yo estudio español cuando yo fui una niña, so yo tengo un poco español, pero no practicar por muchos años.
Okay. What kind of food have you been eating more to Mexico?
I'm vegetarian. Do you want me to speak in English or Spanish?
Spanish.
Okay. Yo estoy un vegetariano, so es un poco difícil para obtener comida, pero me gusta mucho quesadilla y tacos y rajas con queso, champiñones y ensaladas.
Okay. What place have you visited for Mexico?
Yo tengo muchos lugares en México. Yo ir a la Cancún, Playa del Carmen, Bacala, la Ciudad de México, Oaxaca, Puerto Escondido, Mérida, Valladolid, Las Calaveras, muchos lugares.
Okay. If you come back Mexico, what were the reason?
Me gusta México mucho, so yo pienso yo regreso aquí.
Okay. This is all. This is all. Thanks very much for attention.
Gracias.
In this activity, we learned a little more pronunciations. We were correct in some occasions. There were people who did not want to talk with us and many others who were loving even to participate their Spanish. We still have long way to go in English, but we feel grateful for everything learned from the English one. The strict methods of the teachers have been of benefit to the loved some challenge part of language in the daily life. We hope you enjoyed that team and thanks for attention time.